Welcome everyone. Today we will be talking about innovation methodology and framework in this video. Exactly speaking about leadership methodology, leadership framework, and the various new emerging ways to do about it. So leadership as is getting dynamic, is getting emergence with the different environment that is being posted upon. If we look into it, the situation of today is completely different from a situation, let's say 5 years back, 10 years back, 15 years back. And it is evolving every day and every thing. The chances are there that the methodology of doing work is changing. Probably the technology adoption rate is becoming much higher, and people are changing their taste and preferences more frequently than ever. And that what is what it warrants for a leadership to be innovative and to be reflective about its environment, the fast changing environment as the case may be. Let us look at expectancy and intensity. Way back, approximately 100 years ago, an average lifespan of a man was approximately 40 years. And look what it has done. In a century's time, it has catapulted itself to a 90% increase to approximately 74, 75 years of an average age of a person that is going to be existing on this planet. So what does it mean? It means there's a change in the health facility. Probably yes, the health wise things have improved. The infrastructures have improved. The delivery has improved. The medicine world is doing its miracle and probably enhancing the human span of life of living. With it, with the extended lifespan comes extended complexity and probably different pains and pleasures thereof in terms of social life, in terms of family life, and definitely in terms of work life. So nowadays, a person has to work extra years. Why? Because he or she is expected to live a long life. And so, if with a long life come long expenses too, right? So, that is the reason what it has happened. Way back, approximately 100 years back in 1920, 22, somewhere down the corner, average year span around 40, average, approximately average. And now, look at it, what we have come across with it. This is the trend which has been visible across the planet, irrespective of the developed countries and the emerging countries, economies per se. So it is all about sustainability. It is all about meaningful life. People are striving for it, and that is what we will be looking around it. Now, how do we go about it? This means with uh, enhanced lifespan, it means there is enough number of business opportunities that is coming up or springing up. We need to value that thing. We need to streamline the propositions of our delivery of services and product thereby. And this is all about strategy that comes around it. Yes, we're talking about inspiring, engaging, and aligning not only the workforce but also the customers. Not only the customers but also the vendors. Not only the vendors but every stakeholder that is comes around it. This is what the choices is all about it. We talk about innovation management. Why a person has to be innovative as far as his leadership, decision making skills are all about it. With the changing environment and dynamic as it is getting around, not everything will be favorable towards you. At times, things might go against you. So you have to be resilient. You have to be literate enough to learn or iterate enough to learn every now and then new tricks, new skills, new technology. A person who remains stagnant with the old methodology of living life probably will not be able to sustain himself or herself in due course of time. So, yes, we need to be resilient, we need to learn, we need to work as a team. Absolutely, yes. Have courage, have that courage to play out your conviction, have that courage to understand that it is only courage which will bring the creativity in you to the forefront. Otherwise, with the rules and regulation, with strictures in place, nothing can change. It becomes almost a mundane life. So you need to do what you love. Absolutely, yes. You need to say, as the erstwhile Steve Jobs of Apple would have said, life is all about dots and connecting them about it. Innovation is taking two things that already exist and putting them together, probably in a new fashion. So that is what all about it. Now, how can you do this thing? Only when you are open with a mindset, open with a perspective, open with the views, and incorporate, willing to incorporate. You know, remember the points that I've already told you, explain it to you. Is it all the ingredients of innovation about resilience, about learning, about working as a team, about loving what you do, about having the courage, about connecting the dots, or probably as open as possible you have got to be. These are all ingredients to become innovative in your approach to your living. Successful innovations gets the story right, and this is where you have to come into play. Now you need to tell yourself, and not to me probably, is what exactly is your story. You need to and figure out these three questions: why, how, and what. Essentially they are what questions. I will repeat. Why is the core process. Why are you there? The what question is, what is the purpose of you being there? So tell me your purpose, serve it. How are you going to achieve that purpose? The next question would be how. So, did I say everything boils down to what? It is how do you do what do you do? What exactly you're doing to achieve that purpose. So, how do you do what you do? Some other authors would say, what question? Why, how, and what? What do you do? And that is exactly what we are looking into it. This is where innovation would be coming around. Innovation is all about getting the story right, irrespective of what everybody might be mimicking. You should come out unscathed in an environment which is completely volatile, which is completely unpredictable, which is completely ambiguous. Here is what we are looking into you. You should always think about what kind of legacy are you going to leave behind. Business model, the solution portfolio. What are we looking into it? We are looking for key partners. We are looking for key activities. We are looking for cost. We are talking about key resources. With key partners, with key cost, with key activities and key resources, you come up with certain product, and this is your value position. Absolutely, value proposition is, this is your value proposition. This is the product that the customers would be dying for, or every customer's attention should be fixed onto your product, onto your service, because you are the star performer. You are here. The customer is the center of attraction. The customer is what will give you the truckloads of money and love, admirations and respect. And that is what your legacy is all about. It. This is the legacy that we want to build upon as a businessman, as a business organization, as an individual. Stress upon your key activities, stress upon your key partners, look at the cost and key resources thereby. So how are you going to do about it? How are you going to be relevant for the future? It is all the food for thought that I wanted to go around it. Your new value should be food for me, as in what exactly we are doing about it, how we are contributing. Look at the DNA that we want to pick, and that is what I wanted to stress upon it. Remember, with the emerging technologies, life is becoming much more smoother, much more easier. In other words, comfortable. So, tech and life, can it be enabled? And can you be a part of it? Identify yourself that you should be belong to be a part for it. This is your new value. So what should be a proposition? Proposition should be your sense of belonging to a particular fraternity, perhaps your family, perhaps your team member, perhaps your employees. You should take care of them, you should belong them, you should enjoy their company. And this and nothing else is the bigger purpose in life, making the world a wonderful place to live in. And that is what going to make you relevant thereby. So how do you build a new value proposition? There are only simple thing that comes around it. I keep on saying it, keep on building, no matter if things are going your way, keep working. If things are not going your way, keep working. If nothing is happening, keep working. Because the only option is keep working. Because keep working is going to keep you alive. So keep on building and start measuring by it. What is clicking and what is not clicking. Based on your measurement, you will understand that certain things which clicks, you improvise. Certain things which doesn't click, it gives you a lesson, and that is what you will look into it. This empower these lessons, because after this lesson that you've learned, you will again go back to your drawing table and start building about the product. And this is what is we talking about. Internal capabilities needs to be grown, needs to be leveraged. Find and develop right competencies as on when on basis. What we are looking into it. Connect with the outside world, with everything that comes around here. We are talking about new startups, we are talking about incubation centers, we are talking about well established business. Connect with them, find and develop the right competencies, grow and leverage, because in together we all survive, we all float. Without an individual will become an island if he or she is not extending the hand, the knowledge, sharing the competencies thereby. And that is what the crux of today's innovative leadership is all about it. With this, I come to an end of this presentation. Thank you for watching this video till the very end.